Feedback sessions. Ask people to help you with this. So I just did this with some folks in my life. I'm working on fill in the blank. This thing in my life where I feel like I need to grow and get stronger. I want you to point it out to me if you see me doing it, not doing it, but I'm also going to check in with you regularly to see if you're noticing me doing this or not. Mindful media consumption, books, magazines, social media, news channels, television shows, movies, music, podcasts. Oh, what an effect it has on us. Oh, what an influence it is. So an immediate action step on this one, identify one media source that often plants negative thoughts and take a 1-week break from it. See what happens. Visual reminders. So Post-its, wallpaper, visual cues, the wallpaper on your phone. I have sticky notes all over my desk. I'm a big, huge sticky note guy. They're everywhere. But here's the problem with sticky notes for this usage. I love them for, I've got to deal with that. Let me write that down so I don't forget it. And then I can gather my sticky notes at the end of the week and I come up, I've got a whole system for that. For this though, where I'm trying to just become more mindful of something, sticking it in one place and leaving it there is not going to be very effective because we're going to get used to it being there. It needs to move around. To my knowledge, I haven't found self-moving sticky notes. But what there is out there is there are apps called random reminder apps. And you can just go to the app store and look up random reminder apps. And there are some free ones out there. Let's say you want to be reminded to just say no to polarized thinking. Maybe that's one that you identified with and you're like, man, I need to work on that. You put in there, just say no to polarized thinking. And then you say, I want to be reminded of that 4 times a day. And then it will randomly send you an alert or a reminder 4 times a day. The novelty and the unexpected nature of when it comes gives it greater effect than if you know, I'm going to set a timer for 10 o'clock, noon, 2 o'clock, and 4 p.m. about this thing. That will have some effect, but not as much as the random reminder. And lastly, educational resources. There's lots of books, articles. You can Google this stuff. I reached out to a colleague, Pam Blizzard. If you don't know Pam, Pam is awesome. She's an AppSats trained coach to betrayed partners. I love Pam and her work. I love her as a person. And she developed a whole course on cognitive distortions for betrayed partners. But let me tell you something, it is good stuff. And so even if you're on the addiction side of things, it's got a lot of these tools built into it. So a lot of the tools I've already named, she's developed them within this course. I make nothing on this. I'm not getting a cut of it. This is a really, really powerful thing. You can go to her website, recoveredpeace.com, and Google it, or go to the link. It's called Clearing Cognitive Distortions, a practical guide to clarity of reality. And it's a really, really powerful resource. So if this was interesting to you and you're like, yeah, I need more on this, I haven't found anything better than that. Thank you, Pam, for making that available.